Good afternoon. Good
Yeah,
afternoon. Good afternoon. Sunday matinee, Polk Hoops, Man Cave edition. Welcome everybody on this Sunday afternoon, and just once again out of respect to the Buccaneers, we know it's still a Buck life. Bucks trying to do something that's never been done before. So out of respect to all the football fans, we figure we'll go ahead and jump in and get the Man Cave out the way a little early this week and let everybody go and enjoy themselves. I was just actually out there cleaning my grill before I came on here, jump off of here and go put some meat on the grill. I don't have no garbage can like Coach Billy D, so we have to do it the old school way, but we'll get it done and go from there. So what's going on before we get started? PG and All-State Coach, what's going on, fellas?
Good afternoon.
Had a real interesting week, man. Real interesting week, and so we're gonna jump right into it. Tumas Tate, you got anything on your dome that you want to talk about?
Disappointment in Polk County basketball right now, man. You look at the record, just disappointed for the step we took last year in improving, and then we come back this year and COVID. I mean, I guess if you want to make any excuse, you got to blame it on the school board shutting it down for 2 weeks.
So we're going to jump right in.
But basketball just been down. Just look at the record, man.
Okay, so the disappointment, Tumas Tate, is just the disappointment of Polk County basketball as a whole. Coach Tony, anything you want to transition into you?
I just want to piggyback on what Tuma said. I kind of said it last week, but it's not only Polk County basketball; it's going on around the state. I think a bigger disappointment is college basketball right now. The normal traditional programs that are usually dominant, are not even producing. So it's not only on the high school level, it's college level too. And you could even look at the pro level, Brooklyn lost to Cleveland twice this week. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's starting at the pro level and it's trickling all the way down. So, just to piggyback on Tuma, it's not a disappointment with just Polk County. It's high school basketball in general, going on to college and all the way up to pro.
I know my college team is grade A sanitation this year.
I was too.
And I was
too. We right down the road.
When the last time Duke, Carolina, is it Kentucky? Kansas the only blue blood that's ranked. When the last time Duke, Kentucky, Carolina?
Oklahoma just beat Kansas.
Oh, real? I know they lost to Baylor. I didn't know they had lost to Oklahoma.
I was just in Oklahoma.
It's just embarrassing, man. I was watching Florida State was beating the brakes off of Clemson yesterday, and I'm just like, Florida State probably one of the top, but they all, Florida State don't do a bad job. I'm just like, it ain't even no hype for Carolina Duke like it normally be. Like, you just like, man, I know they got to play, but it ain't like it normally be. Like, just hyped up.
Because you know what I think it is though, is that lack of the off season. You know what I'm saying? Being able to train and get better in the off season, bigger, faster, stronger weight room, agility, and being able to, get that skill work in the off season, I think hurt all three levels.
So does if we back to high school, Polk County, does Polk County get a pass because of that? Or because of the bar got set last year, we don't get a pass. It's just
I don't know what to give them. I just read the records. Records, boy. Can't even say what to give them. We did Santa Fe, man. We've been talking about Santa Fe with the strength of schedule and trying to put them in the top 5 because we know that they probably better than some of the teams. They can't win the game. They compete and they can't beat nobody that's good.
Yeah, because last year they played a tough schedule last year and they were 27-3. They was number 1 team in the state. So it's something to that. And somebody, I think it was a guy from Tampa that jumped on that had an issue with us ranking them number 4 or whatever. He kind of went in on us pretty tough, and that was before they started playing games. And then they wouldn't play games, and so now it's like, yeah, we kind of looking, a little suspect by how we putting them, and then the production that they get. So,
hey, Tampa guy was right.
Yeah, gotta give it to him.
I get you. He was right.
And the thing is, I don't mind admitting to being wrong. Like even when we picked the game, I had a couple people come at me. Well, you picked the game wrong. I mean, it's just we just use the knowledge that we have. I mean, regardless, you got to play the game. It's anybody in Polk County, when you line up, you can beat somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind being wrong.
It's showing that I mean, ain't no powerhouse in Polk County.
No. So I don't. I admit on the air, sometimes I'm gonna be wrong. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion. I'm gonna always stand on it as a man, and no problems with that. But overall, like we said in the beginning, this is disappointing. We can't give no passes. You know what I'm saying? We don't get no passes in life. You know what I'm saying? So in these situations, we all have to man up, woman up, because it's not only basketball and on the boys' side, on the girls' side. We have to take care of business, regardless of the circumstances that are thrown to us. We have to be able to adjust and make things happen. There is no excuses. There's no excuses in life, but there's not going to be any excuses in basketball.
Yeah. In a minute, when we say these updated rankings, it's really going to be. It's going to play out. It's going to have some folks but like you say, what can you do? You can only go by not the potential of what they should be doing. You got to go by what they actually doing. So
I think we did a great job with how we ranked them. I just think that looking at the breakdown, can't nobody sit there and try to prove a point to us why they should be better, because all the people that we thought we ain't doing nothing. We had Bartow number 1, right? Because of the strength of schedule. We said, Auburndale schedule one is strong. They go to Auburndale, they get beat. Auburndale come back and get beat against Lakeland Christian, who was scared to play Santa Fe.
It's like Auburndale dropped 2 this week. You know what I'm saying? It's like at that point, what you do is just you're stuck on stuff, man. So we're gonna transition into last week. Team of the week. We had 4 teams that got nominated. And so the first one is McKeel. McKeel, without a doubt, is the hardest team in the county right now. McKeel went 4-0 last week. They beat Hardy 67-59, beat Tenor Rock 71-55. They beat Avon Park 63-43, and they beat Mulberry 66-29. Winter Haven went 3-1 on the week. They beat Jenkins 73-48, beat Poinciana 71-54. They beat Liberty at 80-44, and they lost yesterday to Naples and the Wally Keller Classic 64-57. Sebring went 2-1 on the week. They beat Haines City 59-34. Beat Lake Gibson 6-8, 62 in overtime. They lost yesterday to Port Charlotte at home. Lost pretty bad, 51-27. And then Discovery went 3-0 on the week. They beat Winthrop Academy 74-51. Beat Four Corners 91-43, and they beat Haines City 74-53. So we all picked for team of the week. And that McKeel Discovery game that coming up next week, that's done turned into a big game, and that's a district game too. But anywho, that's later on. So who you got team of the week?
I want to.
You like Winter Haven?
Somebody got some loud music.
Is that me? Can y'all hear it?
Yeah, it
might be. Okay, you like Winter Haven? Who you got, Coach?
Like we can't take away from what McKeel did, but Winter Haven struggled coming out the gate, and I think for them to go 3-1 and a loss in the Wally Keller Classic, which is one of the top shootouts here in the state, it's one of the tournaments that we played in when we was coming through. I want to give it to Winter Haven. You know what I'm saying? We recognized McKeel last week, not to take nothing from them, but from where Winter Haven was and what they did last week, we have to give them their props on that.
And they do. Okay. So team of the week, we'll go to Winter Haven. Shout out to Coach Woodside and the Young Guns, the Young Bulls, as they continue to improve. They had it, like I say, they was kind of out of it, and I guess they got Roback, so they got the Ventrell kids. So I guess they started to try to hit this stride a little bit. So shout out to Shout out to Winter Haven Team of the Week. So we'll move to Player of the Week now. Five nominees. First is Marquise Rue from Discovery. Marquise had 26 and 11 against Winthrop, 24 and 4 versus Four Corners, 18 and 11 versus Haines City. Parker Sassam Hardy had 20 against DeSoto, 17 against Fort Meade. Marcellus Thomas from Kathleen. Marcellus had 22 against Bartow, 16 against Lake Gibson, and 22 against Arnwood. Sebastian Rosado from Lake Wells, he's a freshman, had 26 and 6 against 26 points, 6 steals against Liberty, and 17 points, 3 assists against Auburndale. And his teammate is a sophomore, Jaden Excel from Lake Wells, had 16 points, 4 assists against Liberty, 16 points, 4 steals against Auburndale. Who y'all like?
Man, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Lake Wells. You know, obviously they're a better team than they were last year, and to have 2 nominees for Player of the Week, you know, it's a shout out to Coach Banks, Coach Hayes, and Jarrell, and the job that they're doing over there in Lake Wells. Sebastian, I had him at my school, and he always used to, you know, tell me how good he was. So shout out to Vash. But when it comes down to Player of the Week this week, I'm gonna go with Rue. 2 weeks in a row, he don't put in work. He had 40 last week.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Come back and have a great week this week. So I'm going with Rue from Discovery.
Yeah, I second that, man. Just see how he played last week and to come back and produce again this week. He's my pick as well.
Yeah, very.
It looks like he made a good choice of transferring.
It looks like it's looking now like at the beginning he kind of started slow, but it's looking now like, you know what, he might have made a good decision. It's like I say, Discovery been doing pretty good. They pretty hot too. That they're probably outside of McKill, Discovery probably the hottest team in the county right now as far as their consistency goes. So before we do the new updated rankings, just to transition, we kind of talked about this a little bit off the air, but this 2024 class, I just saw, like, I didn't see anything until this morning. Somebody inboxed me the information from the Jenkins Lakeland game. And I saw where the kid, Kaysen, led Jenkins. He had 22 points and 9 rebounds. And he a freshman too. And, you know, we were talking about freshmen, and we didn't even mention him. So just this freshman class where, you know, at first we was wondering were they going to be as good as 23. But it seems like this class done surpassed, and maybe I'm wrong on this now, they done surpassed that 23 class when I'm talking about, like, quantity, not necessarily quality, because, you know, the top 3 or 4 guys for the 23 class is pretty solid with Roe, KJ, and Tyler. I guess you can't count James because he not here right now. But you look at this 24 class, you got the Rosado kid from Lake Wells, you got the Alex kid, Sessions from McKill, you got Salazar from Lake Winter Haven, who had 13 yesterday. He had a double-double yesterday in the Wally Keller. And then you got the Kaysen kid, you got the Phillips kid over at Winter Haven, Wilcox at Lakeland, even what's the big man at Lake Bartow who don't even play varsity? Is it Wiggins? Wiggins, I mean, he ain't even on varsity right now. So what? I mean, y'all thought, I know, and I saw on the page a little while ago about trying to keep them all together, but I mean, that's a tough 24 class if they can all get on the same team and play together. I mean, it's guard heavy, but he got some wings too. So I mean, what y'all thoughts on that?
They need to be over there with Billy D and Tony Bradley. They're only going to improve, and they'll be the future team stat that started by Bernie, Billy D, Drew, and all them guys years ago. But these kids can come together and capture 3 years of this, and they'll get on. I'm sure they'll get on the circuit. If I'm a parent and you hear this show, or you a coach, these kids need to be playing over there in Polk County all together with Tony Bradley's Nike team.
And we've talked about that already, me, Coach Hayes, and a few others, and that's our plan. The future in Polk is bright with that 23 and 24 class, and we want them, you know, over with us. Hopefully, all the high school coaches will encourage that. But with us, they're going to get better, and we're going to encourage and emphasize whatever you're teaching at your high school. My philosophy always is that they're going to return better than when they came to me. But we need everybody's support in that. High school coaches got to be on board, as well as their parents. And we want all of those kids, within our program. And I think if we do get all of them, we'll definitely be on that Nike circuit in the next year or two.
And that's the big thing. And it's sad, but it's true. Everybody got to be on board. So we got to have buy-in from the coaches and then the parents. Hopefully we don't, you feel like you got to take your kid here and there. If it's a quality, I understand if it's nothing going on where you're at, but if it's a quality product that's right here in your county, it's crazy to me that you would. But I mean, it's not my child and it's not my team or I'm not coaching any of these kids, but it just would make sense if you got a quality product in the county that's going to give you the same thing that you're going to get outside the county, while you wouldn't do it in the county. But we've talked about that. So if you got if you got Tony Bradley, that is a quality product in the county that's going to play at the same level and play at the same competition, and you're going to get good quality instruction from the people. You got good, wholesome, quality, trustworthy people that's around your kids. I just don't understand why you wouldn't do it. But then, that's easier said than done. And some people may feel like, Billy D don't even coach boys. Billy D gonna get the girls and gonna send them somewhere. It's just we make up all these conclusions in our head. And I would hope for that 2024 class because, like I said, it has loads of potential.
At the end of the day, man, them parents the one make the biggest decision on that. You know what I'm saying? And for me, if I'm a parent and I got the opportunity for my kid to play on a team that's gonna be on a Nike circuit at some point in time, and I can be a part of that, there's no way I go play for a mediocre AAU team just to say, oh, my kid ain't getting enough playing time. No, your kid need to play where the recruit's gonna be at, where he's gonna get better every day in practice, where he's gonna learn how to play organized basketball, and he's gonna come back a more improved player at his school that he decides to go to. Don't fall for the okie doke of going to one of these teams that just play basketball games and they're not competing. You ain't getting better. And then
that's not what we want to do at Tony Bradley. We're not that team for hire where you just come in on the weekend and play. We want to practice. We want to get better. We want to build chemistry. We want to build, young men's character. You're looking at the whole kid. You got some of those top programs where, they bringing in kids from Alabama or Georgia just in for the weekend just to play. That's just not what we want to do. We want to be a program. We want to develop kids. Like I said, your kid is going to be better when they come back to you after they leave us. And that's a guarantee.
Well, the biggest problem or the biggest issue that's unfortunate is when people hear Tony Bradley, they automatically assume Bartow High School, and they don't want their kid going because they feel like their kid going to end up at Bartow High School. And Bartow, like you say, Bartow coaches don't even coach that team. It's Billy D and Bernie, who are Lake Wells guys. But that's the perception that some get that, he going to Bartow because it's Bradley. And so somehow or another, it's going to be
that's a weak-minded individual, man. That's a weak-minded individual. And I'll call him out right now because when them guys did Amari Stoudemire team, he was from Lake Wells. Name one player that wasn't Dominique them that transferred to Lake Wells that was coached by Bernie. That's a weak-minded parent, bro. That our coach. You just soft if you think that, Tony Bradley, the man is an NBA player. He's giving back to Polk County. He's connecting with Lake Wells guys to help run his program, who he know has been affiliated with the AAU circuit for the past 10 to 15 years. Don't throw away a great opportunity for your kid. And Bernie and Billy D alone have great network at the college level. You know what I'm saying? Bernie only started Team Stat from the ground.
Let's do your research.
My bad, Coach, but
go ahead.
When you talk each one teach one, when you say, the national each one teach one, that's Bernie Hayes. No matter if he's part of that right now or not. Each one teach one started from Bernie Hayes and Polk County kids. Miguel Paul, Adele Bill, Dominique, Kevin Foster, the Caper, brother, Marcus Caper. These are that's what you want to see from these 2023 and 2024 kids. So 5 years from now, we talking about them the same way we talked about those guys. And let's go down and look at what those guys accomplished. Dominique, UCL, USF, NBA player. Kevin Foster, Fresno State. Is it that we went? Fresno State.
Yeah.
Fresno State. Miguel Paul, Missouri to East Carolina. Capers, Washington State, playing along with what's the shooter name over there at Golden State? Klay Thompson. All these guys are professional basketball players overseas making money, all right? And they play on that circuit, and they had to start it. Your kid has the opportunity to be a part of something like that up under different NBA players' name. Let's make it happen for Polk, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing, Coach. Just like them names you just named that. If these freshmen can do the same thing, it could be the same type of impact moving forward. And it was another kid that I left off. I don't know his name, but I know he over in Haines City. Haines City got a real good freshman guard that we didn't even know about until they started playing because they didn't play in the summer ball, but he can go too. So you just add him into the mix. So you got about 8 or 9 like quality freshman kids right now. If they could all get on the same team and represent Polk County, and and that's something that we've talked about that we kind of missing too, as far as the pride of Polk County. That 24 team could reestablish the pride in Polk County, and they would go out and they would beat some people, Coach. I mean, I know you know that because you sitting there, you watching them. But y'all get them kids together, Coach, and them guys can play. Them guys ain't backing down for nobody. They got a skill level, and they got dog. I mean, they got enough of components that they could compete. And the fact that they would be playing as a like you said, not as hired guns, but as a team, it's gonna help them. It's gonna help the Polk County brand. And like you said, they still gonna get the same exposure. They still gonna get the same competition. They still get the same reps that they would get if they all spaced out. And for us at Polk Hoops, that might be we might be selling the dream. We might be wishing for rosebuds and lilies, but I just think that those guys, if those kids, those 8, 9 kids could all get on the same team, and with y'all, like I say, y'all a quality local product. It'd be different if y'all was like trash, but y'all a quality local product that's going to play at a high level. It just seems like it's just a win-win for me all around. But I mean, we're gonna put it out there because that's what we do at Polk Hoops. Now, what the coaches do with it, what the parents do with it, that's on them. But we're gonna throw it out there just for the sake of conversation and see what happened. And everybody.
Yeah, I seen Coach Sessom ask him when we were going to start up, and just to address that, Coach Sessom's, we're discussing it now. Right now, we're gonna look at tryouts the last 2 Sundays in February. We try to hold it late February because, of course, we're hoping that some Polk teams will still be playing at that time, and we try not to interfere with that. We don't want a kid coming into our tryouts and getting hurt and hurt their high school chances of winning a state championship. So right now we're looking at the last 2 Sundays in February. But once that information is solid, we'll make sure that we put it out here on Polk Hoops and to our local high schools.
I just like I said, I hope we get it. And we gonna put a plug for it because, like I said, we biased here at Polk Hoops. We want the Polk County kids to perform. And we just think that them performing together, we see they kind of going at each other, they competing against each other, but they can get on the same team. I can see them really going on the circuit, really going out there and giving it to some people. So hopefully it'll happen. Hopefully people, like you say, will get out their feelings about who's the name of the team or who's it sponsored by, and look at the quality of the product and the benefit it's going to have for them individually and as a whole. And so we'll see kind of what happened with that, but hopefully they'll show some love to y'all. Like you said, end of February, we'll post it when it happened, but we want to make sure that the kids, hopefully there's a reason why y'all have to wait because people are still playing. Hopefully we not all done. Hopefully it's not spring training for football at that point. So we've already, Coach Sellers, we kind of already started talking about it off the air. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to definitely put it out there. It's up to the parents and the coaches, at the individual schools if they decide to accept it or not. But we definitely gonna put it out there and see what happens. I mean, it's nothing else. If we can't use this platform for that, like I said, we gonna always be Polk County biased. We're not gonna apologize for that. That's the whole reason why we started. And so if we can get all those kids on the same squad, even that 23 kid, 23 team, it's some good team. They got about 6 or 7, quality kids on that 23 team, but I know they play different people, and that 23 team is more, more circuit based, I guess. Those kids kind of go, they got, so they're not really as Polk County focused. Maybe we can get them back focused on Polk County. That would be great too. But I know based off of last year, they was kind of all over the place. So I don't know if that's as doable with the 23 team, but at 24 team, we got a shot because they just started. You know what I'm saying? Once they jump out there, it's kind of hard to pull them all back together. But if we can get them beforehand, then we can really be in good shape. So hopefully it'll happen. So all right. So we're gonna transition into the new and improved. I don't know if it's new and improved, but the fresh off the press updated 2020. So we're gonna just kind of go through 11 through 20, and then we'll discuss 1 through 10 like we kind of did last week. All right. So first, 16 through 20. Coming in at 16, we have Lakeland. 17, we have Lake Gibson. 18, Tenorock. 19, Frostproof, and 20, Lake Region. Lake Region was on quarantine this weekend, Frostproof, so they didn't play, unfortunately. So their record kind of stayed the same. 11 through 15. Coming in at 15, I guess we'll do it that way. 15 is Jenkins. Jenkins had a pretty good week. Jenkins is up to 5-7 after they beat Lakeland on Friday. 14 up a few spots, up 5 spots from last week is Winter Haven. Winter Haven also had their team of the week. They went 3-1 on the week. 13, Vanguard. Number 12 is Santa Fe. Santa Fe is 7-9. They picked up a win last night to Wally Keller. They lost on Friday night to Naples, and they beat Lehigh last night. So they're 7-9 right now. And number 11 is Lake Wells. Lake Wells is in at 7-4. They lost to Auburndale this week, and I think they won the other game they played this week. I don't have it right in front of me who they beat. All right, so top 10. Number 10 at 8-8 is Sebring. Sebring had a week. They went 2-1 on the week. They lost last night, but they won the other 2 games. At number 9 is Victory. Victory did not play this week. They were in quarantine, so their record's kind of the same as it was. They're still at 7-5. 8 is Hardy. Hardy dropped a couple spots. They took the loss to McKeel on Monday, so they dropped a few spots. Number 8. Number 7, up from last week, is Lakeland Christian after the big upset win over Auburndale. Number 6 is Kathleen. Kathleen checks in at number 6 after the tough 1-point loss to Bartow on Friday night. Dropped a couple spots. Number 5, up a couple spots from last week, is Discovery. 3-0 last week. 9-3 on the season. Number 4, after their win last night down at Wally Keller, is Bartow. And at number 3, after losing to having 2 losses in the week, they lost to Olympia on Monday and lost to Lakeland Christian on Friday. In between a win against Bartow is Auburndale. So number 2, all the way up from number 10 last week, or number 8 last week, I guess they was 4-0 on the week, is McKeel. And at number 1 at 11-3 is Ridge. So once again, 1 through 10, and we know we're gonna get it, so we'll go ahead and we'll take it. But all we can go off of is production, not potential. Number 1, Ridge. 2, McKeel. 3, Auburndale. 4, Bartow. 5, Discovery. 6, Kathleen. 7, Lakeland Christian. 8, Hardy. 9, Victory. And 10, Sebring. Coach, what's your thoughts?
Coach, I have no problems with this list. Clearly, nobody wants to be number 1 with the inconsistency in play that we've seen. I think the top teams are deserving. Right now, they're the hottest teams that are playing right now, especially with McKeel. McKeel is, we have to give Coach over there and their props.
Coach O'Callahan. I know I'm saying it wrong. Shout out to Coach O'Callahan.
Yeah, I mean, we have to give them their props over there and what they're doing at McKeel. It's actually make basketball exciting over there, which is a great thing. I know he made a quote earlier after we named Team of the Week, that they had a lot of kids move out and no kids move in, and they're able to come together and put together the run that they have. My thing is that, the regular season means nothing. What you're going to do when you get in the district tournament into the playoffs. So you got to get your teams prepared for that. But Ridge going to the top spot is big. I'm hoping that they can stay consistent because they got one of the toughest districts, in the state, not only in the county, but in the state. So hopefully, they can take care of it and get into the playoffs.
They got a tough week. We're going to talk about here in a minute. Real quick before you jump.
Going number 1 doesn't have anything to do with Team of the Week. We got Marlon asking that question. How are they not Team of the Week?
They played one game, Marlon. They played one game last week.
McKeel was Team of the Week last week. They wasn't number 1.
Yeah. McKeel, the hottest team in the county. Yeah. So, I mean, they didn't go to number 1 because, they didn't get Team of the Week. They only played, they beat Osceola, but, they played one game. And just, teams in front of them lost. They didn't lose. So, you move up. Just kind of. But Coach Marlowe from Tenor Rock made a point that my co-host, Coach Marlowe, have kind of been making this point off the air about trimming up the top 20. He's made the point of going from, he said something about going to top 15 or top 10 and top 20. I don't know if that's just that's more so me than them. They kind of on the same token as you. You got to earn the right to be discussed, which is why we only discuss the top 10 now. That's kind of, I guess that's been our compromise. I just feel like we ought to recognize, because as Polk, we're trying to recognize as many Polk County teams as possible. It's been hard because the product that the teams have been putting on the floor is making it hard for that argument to continue to hold weight. But so it's really
not talking about no more losing teams. If your record ain't 500, I ain't talking about you. Period.
That's
period. I ain't talking about you.
So we're gonna keep fighting the good fight, but that's where we get that from. So once again, if you just jumped in, top 10, hot off the press, we'll post it tomorrow. Congrats to the new number 1 this week, the Ridge Bolts. And then number 2, the McKeel Wildcats. 3, Auburndale Bloodhounds. 4, Bartow Yellow Jackets. 5, Discovery. What is Discovery? What's their mascot? Discovery Spartans. 6, Kathleen Red Devils. 6, Lakeland Christian Vikings. 8, Hardy Wildcats. 9, Victory Storm, isn't it? And 10, Sebring Blue Streaks.
Who was number 5? Discovery, right?
Discovery Spartans. So Coach Ampbo say top 10 is an insult to the programs of the county. Fight and earn the right to be talked about. So I don't know. Everybody's saying just top 10. So if you ain't top 10, just don't even listen. So starting next week, we just top 10 pin. That's it.
Man, we ain't talking about that trash.
Billy D, that's where you at with it too. Don't even talk about if it ain't top 10. Don't even list them.
I'm fine with that.
If that's where we at, if that's where we at, starting next week, we'll just do top 10. Hey,
but I also want to make a announcement to the girl programs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we will post your scores too. If you send us your scores and top players and stats, we will post your scores too on the Polk Hoops website. So don't think this is just all about, boys basketball. We just don't get the information about girls, and that's why we don't get a chance to post it. So all girls coaches, give us your scores so we can highlight your players and programs also.
Somebody asked a question. Thoughts on Lakeland Christian? I don't want to talk about Lakeland Christian. They were scared to play Santa Fe.
But they top 10 though. You say you talk about top 10, right?
No, I ain't talking about them.
This is the thing. This is the thing, Coach. I'm glad you said that.
We talking about them, not me.
As far as we're posting scores and stats and stuff, we at Polk Hoops can only post what is sent to us or what we see when we go online and check. All the coaches don't always post their scores. They don't always post their stats. Sometimes I'll have a coach that'll send me email me when they win, and when they lose, they won't. They'll post stuff, on Max Preps when they win, and when they lose, they won't. I'm not a mind reader. We're not a mind reader. So if you don't post it or send it to us, then we can't. There's nothing we can do about it. But anything that is sent to us, we will post it, even if we get it, a couple days later. But I know I've had some people, why you post this for why you post this team and you don't post our team? And I see you post the top 3 kids scores and you don't post. We only can post what we get. So if you give it to us, then we'll post it. That's boys and girls. But if we don't have it, we can't post what we don't have. I mean, clearly we can't be at every place. We can't be at every game. We can't be all over the place. Miss Sherry, we're gonna continue to talk about all the kids. I mean, and the teams. That's Polk Hoops is gonna do that. My PG and my coach, they kind of got a different viewpoint, but that's why we balance each other out. So we're not gonna kick them all to the curb. Right? It'll still be some conversation that'll happen for everybody. That's the beauty of our existence.
What are we talking about? If you 2-8, what are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, and we ain't saying it's gonna be a long conversation.
I get it. Sudden High School lost by 1 point last night. They almost got their 3rd win of the season. Come on, man. We ain't talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't saying we ain't gonna say it's gonna be a dialogue. It'll be a quick mention, and then we keep it pushing. So we'll have a conversation here and there, but we'll hold the line on that one. So shout out to everybody who in the top 5, as you can see, and other teams. We'll post it tomorrow, and as we transition to the next week, which right now we'll do that now with the game picks for the week. So last week, Polk Hoops went 6-4 on the week. The PG and the coach went 5-5. So Polk Hoops won for the week, which brings the total record. For the year. Polk Hoops is 29-21. Coach is 29-21. PG is 28-23. So
what?
Yeah. That's the overall record for the year.
Sick and tired of these teams, man.
So Victory at Santa Fe didn't play last week, so we did 10 games instead of 11. That game didn't happen. So we got a lot of games this week. I don't know if you all have heard or not, but the Lakeland shootout has been canceled. So those games we were going to list is going to be less games than what we got. But we got a lot of games this week anyway. All right. So here we go. Monday, Jenkins at Plant City.
Plant City.
Plant City.
I'm taking Jenkins. All right. Also, Monday, Lake Howell versus Winter Haven.
Winter Haven. Where's that? Where's it at?
At Winter Haven.
Winter Haven.
Man, like I say, man, it's really a toss up at this point. So I'm gonna go and take my frat brother with Gent at Jenkins. So I'm gonna flip flop that one. I'm gonna go with the counter with Winter Haven.
Yeah, Gent is a cute up.
You taking Gent against Plant City?
Yeah, I'm taking Gent against Plant City.
And you got Winter Haven and the other one you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and take the county.
All right, I'm gonna take Winter Haven 2 at home. All right, this is the makeup game Monday. Auburndale at Santa Fe.
After what I saw,
Hold on, the game is at. They saying now the game is at. Is it at Lake Howell? If the game at Lake Howell, then that's gonna change my pick.
It's gonna change mine too.
Yeah, it's gonna change everybody's pick.
If it's at Lake Howell, then I'm going with Lake Howell. I thought it was at Winter Haven.
Everybody going with Lake Howell.
I'm looking it up now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Winter Haven go in there and beat them in Winter Park, but they can beat them at home.
If we're talking about the same team I just watched Tuesday night, sitting by Billy D, I'm taking. Hey, let me say this real quick. No, this is real talk, man. Auburndale has a grown man at that point guard position defensively. Walter Clayton woke up with sweats with number 12 all around his head, bro. Number 12,
best defense player in the county,
is Ray Davis with a little bit more arm strength. Number 12.
That's saying something now.
Number 12 is a defensive nightmare. And if he got Trey, Auburndale. Kid played solid defense, wasn't picking up no fouls, just moving his feet. Frustration. I'm still trying to figure out how did Bartow keep letting Walt bring the ball up and not put that ball in Dewberry's hands until they have court to call a set. Everybody had a point to prove. And the point that was proven was number 12 can guard anybody in this county. Was that
a rank? Didn't want to put your pride to the side. That's why they kept giving it to Walt, instead of letting Dewberry handle it.
Hey, listen. And they kept turning that bitch over.
Tank it's Tank. Tank, the best defensive player in the county, is what?
He's the best defensive guard. He's the best defensive guard in the county.
Nah, he's the best I've seen in the county as far as defense goes so far. So I agree with Toomer in that. As far as, Walt breaking the ball up, it was obvious that, that's what Walt wanted to do. So I'm curious whether that was coaching or whether that was just Walt. You know what I'm saying?
No, me and you kept asking, why is he steady bringing this ball up? A great basketball player with IQ. I ain't finna just kill myself bringing the ball up trying to prove a point. When I got Dewberry and KJ, hey, y'all bring it up. I'm gonna snatch it up in the half court and we're gonna run our set.
Yeah, but you can tell Walt had a chip on his shoulder because it was a lot of talking going back.
What that chip on the shoulder got him. Turnover, foul, set out the whole third quarter because of that.
So the Lake Howell Winter Haven game is at Lake Howell. So we should change my pick to Lake Howell.
We all Lake Howell, okay.
No, I don't think he's a top 5 player now. Hold on. I don't think he's a top 5 player, but
he talking about in his class in 2023 class.
He in the top 5, he a grown man on the defense. He's Trey, call Walt. Ask Walt, what you not supposed to do? If I was you, Trey, Tuesday night, call Walt and say,
not Tuesday, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, hey, call Walt today and ask him.
Like Tyrone, huh?
If you don't call him, you're gonna wake up with them same sweats. Number 12, nightmare.
Maybe Coach Blicker will take a page from what you and Billy D saying and let Johnny Torrance handle it and keep take it from Trey.
And if I'm whoever bring the ball up 12 guard.
Period.
Either lock it down. 94 feet guy.
Who you got, Coach? Auburndale or Santa Fe?
Who y'all pick?
I pick Auburndale.
I got Auburndale too.
Santa Fe 6-9, man. I ain't picking them no more.
No, they 7-9, Coach. They won last night.
So, okay, they 2 games before they make 500.
All right, I'll go with the majority. I'll go with Auburndale.
I mean, let's address that comment real quick. The kids we have in Santa Fe, we had Alvin. Alvin clearly is making noise. Trey.
Is he making noise? We don't know what they're doing, but losing. Is he making noise?
He making noise, but they losing, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You'll get the stats more than me. I don't know the stats.
The kids that we made noise with, we said Alvin, We said Trey. We said Jonathan Torrance would be. Oh, you saying 2023? The big kid. I guess he kind of it's been slow for him. The big Williams kid. That's the only one we said in 2023, didn't it? Or the Vaughn kid. So I mean, I can give you that.
What 2023 kid is making any noise right now around the county?
Yeah.
I ain't heard us talk about Tyler.
Tyler's starting to pick it up. I saw he had 4.9 last night, and he had 17.
KJ ain't did nothing.
KJ been inconsistent.
In 2 big games this week, KJ was hiding.
And Roe been hurt, so he back playing now.
Those were the 3 top guys that we haven't been talking about them. I'm
gonna tell you probably the best 23 kid for his production that nobody knows about. And he not in Polk County, so people ain't gonna really know him, but we cover him. It's the O'Hearn kid from Sebring. O'Hearn kid from Sebring is averaging like 20 a game, 20 plus, and about 7 to 8 a game, 20 like points, 7, 8 rebounds a game down in Sebring. But we don't talk about him because he in Sebring, but he ain't bad. But to your point about the top 3, they kind of it's been rough for him. I give you that as well. Okay.
And Tyler, I get football transition for Tyler. KJ had been playing good up to this week. I mean, he had a great week the week before last with Bartow, but against Auburndale and against Kathleen, Whipper from Lakeland don't even start. We can't talk about him. Yeah, I don't see he ain't even posting stats about Lakeland no more. Lakeland like Santa Fe, they just lose.
Yeah,
they need to make a song out. All we do is win. All we do is lose.
But you can equate everybody's production from the 24 class all the way up to the 21 class. It's inconsistent. So therefore, the team plays inconsistent. It correlates. You know what I'm saying? Walt, when he has a good game, Bartow is at an elite level. When Walt struggles, when we see them play against Auburndale, they're mediocre. So you look at those kids' stats and you wonder why those teams are up and down, because those kids are up and down. There's no consistency there. So until everybody got to start playing better now. This is the week, these last 2 weeks where you got to start putting it together. Because if you're not
about Bartow, man. I mean, they got all the talent and the pieces. They just haven't played together, man. Every week it's Walt missing a game. Jordy was out against Kathleen. That was a big rival game, and you had 2 guys out. I'm just concerned with the COVID. They missed 2 or 3 weeks and not being able to get it together. I mean, we know the talent is there. I'm just concerned about the kids actually swallowing their pride to say, man, we got to do this. They need to have a team meeting without the coaches and wake up before they be out of him.
Yeah.
They just haven't had you go all the first half of the season, you don't have Walt. And you come back the second half, we start off, you don't got Walt and Dewberry. Then you get Walt back, but then you still don't got Dewberry. Then you get Walt, Dewberry, and KJ for a couple games, then you go right back. Now you got no Walt, no Jordy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
what did Diego do against Lakeland Christian? I'm curious. Did we get any stats on that?
Ain't got no stats.
Hey, every win he gonna send them. They lose.
Because my thing is, he came out of first half and he killed Bartow.
Killed them.
He killed them. You know what I'm saying? And if you getting that consistency from your top players, I'm telling you, you're gonna play on an elite level. Every now and then we know that they're gonna have a bad game, but you affect the game more than scoring. You know what I'm saying? You can affect the game defensively. You can affect the game by rebounding, getting steals, talking, just energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just I don't think the consistency is there all over the county.
Yeah, some of these kids got to find a way to be more aggressive outside of scoring, and they'll find other ways to score. He had 25 against Lakeland Christian, and they still lost. Wow.
I ain't seen no stats. So I mean, I'm not saying he didn't. I didn't see no stats to see that. So
I know he lit Bartow.
We're not saying that Lakeland Christian is not good. We were actually kind of high on Lakeland Christian, pretty much all year. But last week about that Santa Fe game, they have a scar there, and
Lakeland Christian scary. That's their word.
Does Auburndale beat those people they lost to with Turner playing? Because Turner ain't been out, and that's a big loss.
With the way them guards, man, listen, man, I was impressed. I hadn't seen E play to that Santa Fe game, right? And you kept telling us, hey, that's a different Auburndale team.
Yeah.
Yo, I was impressed. And again, they was up 17 without Turner on Bartow. And let's go to this for the Tuma take. We can come back to circle it. For all the Bartow fans that was crying, talking about the reffing was bad and all this and that and 60-some fouls, man, that reffing was not bad. And y'all know I'll be the first to say, man, the refs trash. I think they did a good job. They didn't do a great job, but they didn't determine that game. All right. For first of all, Bartow was in foul trouble first half. Second half, Auburndale, Bartow was at in the third quarter. They had 10. They was at double bonus, right? So I don't get where they say that it was bad weapon. You had two strong man-to-man defensive teams. They played the original Polk County defense, both of them. You're gonna get called. There's no way around it. You're not gonna get calls. You know what I'm saying? But to say that they were terrible, I beg to differ. I thought they did a great job. I mean, to be Polk County refs, I thought they did a great job. Was all three great? No.
To be Polk, put that disclaimer to be Polk County refs, huh?
Hey, you already right. Billy D on him, so I gotta talk like that when he on him. So
right. Tuesday, Tampa Catholic at Sebring.
Tampa Catholic. They got a pretty good team.
Tampa Catholic, man. Sebring got a losing record too, don't they?
Who? Sebring is 8-8. You said 500 better. You talk about it. So they just crossed it. Ridge at Discovery on Tuesday might be game of the week. That's number one in. That's one in.
Hey Marlon, man, we ain't got time for you to be crying about that loss, man. Y'all took one on the chin. Auburndale was well prepared for that, man. Me and Billy D sat there. Marlon, was you at the game or did you just get the book that gave you the total fouls? I ain't see you at the game.
He wasn't there. He was asking people to go live.
Oh man, he needed it, man. Get out there. Get us just talking about the 32 fouls versus 60. You wasn't even at the game, Martin.
Ridge
at Discovery.
Ridge. I'm gonna take Ridge. Ridge got.
Hey, Wheatland, my boy. I'm a Wheatland fan, but I ain't finna get hyped up off of that 9-3 when you playing Wharton and all them. Oh, Ridge. Easy.
I think Discovery might can upset them people, man, at home.
So you pick Discovery is what you're saying?
I need to pick Discovery so I can catch up.
That's what you said.
No, I ain't say. I say I think. I hadn't said the pick yet. Hey, I think they can knock them people off at home, man.
I think they can too, but I like Ridge, especially if Champ is playing. I know he was out for a couple games because he was hurt, but I'm gonna take Ridge.
I'm gonna go with Ridge, although I think Discovery really knocked them people off though. Real deal. Don't worry about it. I mean, we didn't pick. Me and Coach picked Jenkins, and you picked Penland City. So if you win that one, you already, caught back up with that one.
Yeah.
We got some more. Brooks DeBartolo at Lakeland Christian Tuesday.
Who?
Brooks DeBartolo in Tampa.
Man, I don't know nothing about that school to be picking them, and I don't want to pick Lakeland Christian because they're scary. But they just beat all.
Let me look them up right quick.
Yeah, look them up, man. Man, I don't want to pick a scary team and mess up my record. I'm already fighting 500.
Kathleen at Plant City Tuesday.
I was impressed with Kathleen Friday night, watching that on my cousin live. I didn't go to the game. I watched it on live. They just get after it on defense, man. They play hard. You got to give respect. Respect due. I take Kathleen.
Yeah, I think Kathleen. Plant City ain't bad, but I think Kathleen. I like Kathleen in that one too. Tuesday.
Zone though. Do Plant City play zone? Because they play zone. Kathleen can't win.
Yeah, them Hillsborough County team. That's all they play is zone. So
Kathleen might be in trouble.
And Plant City play a lot better at home than they do on the road. So we'll see. Lake Gibson at Hardy Tuesday.
Hardy. Hey, is the football players playing for Lake Gibson? I could have swore I saw the running back out there running the point.
You saw him.
I'm gonna take Hardy too.
Although Sam played last year, but I didn't know Jalen was playing. But yeah, he was
out there running the point. Old Kathleen shaking the baby.
We set it up.
Boom boom. Double, boy.
I like Hardy and not with two good Lake Gibson. Who you like, Coach?
He said Hardy.
I like Hardy.
Hardy. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take Brooks Barlow against Lakeland Christian.
Why? You gonna just throw us out there? You gonna research it and not let us know what we're doing?
Okay.
We don't know nothing about it.
I'm looking at their schedule. They beat Tampa Prep by 20. They beat Berkeley by you know what I'm saying? So they don't beat some pretty good teams.
Yeah.
It's a guy that be on the page. I guess he got a kid or something that at Brooklyn Barlow. He been saying for a little while that he can't wait till they play Lakeland Christian.
I couldn't wait.
He feel pretty good. He feel pretty good about that.
Lakeland Christian too.
So, I guess he was saying that because we was pumping him up on the page. So he was like, he can't wait till they play him to kind of, you know, he said they got a couple pretty good guards over there. So I like Bristol Barlow too.
Don't be surprised they don't cancel the game.
Wednesday, little city rivalry game, Lake Gibson at Jenkins.
Jenkins.
I'm taking Jenkins too.
Yeah, I like Jenkins too.
Thursday. Anybody ever pick Lake Gibson?
Thursday, no.
They played Kaleen pretty tough for a while, but then Kaleen just extended it at the end.
Thursday,
yeah.
I know you had sent us the scores.
Yeah.
Windermere at Ridge.
Windermere.
I'm taking Windermere too.
Yeah, I like Windermere.
So our number one probably going to again.
Ridge could legitimately be 0-2 for the week. They can lose the Discovery and Windermere. Like very.
No, they can't lose the Discovery for the week.
I'm telling you, man. All right. Thursday, another potentially trap game, I guess, if you want to say it. Lakeland Christian at Discovery.
Golly, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's a tough one, Coach.
Now we're trying to make them tough so they ain't just walking the ball.
Pick the scary team, but jeez, where they playing at?
At Discovery.
You said at Discovery.
I'm gonna ride with Discovery on that one.
And I love Weeds and what he's doing, but if Lakeland Christian is shooting the ball like they are, that's gonna be a tough one for them.
You know why? I'm not picking. Well, Eric played defense too. Eric played man to man. The boys still beat them.
They play Eric and zone the whole game.
That's what they're gonna do to Discovery. Hold my pick for a second. Hold my pick.
I'm going Lakeland Christian, Coach. I'm going Lakeland Christian.
I'm gonna look at my best friend's pick, Malik Sears. Whoever he pick, I'm picking opposite.
He picked Discovery.
Who he picked?
He doing you bad, bro.
I'm going Lakeland Christian. If he picked Discovery, I'm going Lakeland Christian.
Do Discovery got enough shooters?
Do you like that?
Do Discovery got enough shooters to shoot against Lakeland Christian zone?
No,
I don't think they do. But
you just never know, man. The way the season going, Discovery at home, it may be able to make a couple shots. I think it's gonna be.
We'll balance that one out. If I lose, y'all will catch up on that one. I got Discovery.
It's crazy because look, if they beat, let's say, if they Auburndale played Discovery this year, right, and beat Discovery by like 30, right? Then they go lose to Lakeland Christian. Now, what if Discovery beat Lakeland Christian? Man, throw the whole season away, man. Look what we talking about. Auburndale just beat Discovery by 30, and Discovery comes to beat Lakeland Christian, who just beat Auburndale. Throw the whole season away, man.
Throw it away. I got you. I'm gonna go with Discovery. Though. I think they can.
I appreciate you. Ride with your frat brother Seals. Appreciate you. Right. Catch up on
you. Lake Wells on Friday. Lake Wells at Bartow.
I'm at Bartow.
Bartow.
If Walt play, if Walt
we gotta just say whatever because we don't know who's gonna
every game. You gotta say if Walt gonna play.
Yeah, I like Bartow at home. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as it was earlier. Like, what's name's gotten better. Friday, Carrollwood Day at Santa Fe.
Man, I ain't picking Santa Fe no more.
Carrollwood Day got the Tread kid that
Yeah, that kid tough. He going to USC.
USC for football and basketball. That Trigg versus Alvin, that's going to be a real good matchup.
Yeah.
You like Carroll Day, bro?
Yeah, I ain't picking Santa Fe. Santa Fe don't win games. They just play tough schedule. They sorry. What they 7-9?
7-9.
And everybody was mad at Blicker for doing all the recruiting, and they 7-9. Just imagine that.
Trigg is a like you say that Alvin is a problem or a grown man. Trigg is
he is a problem.
Trigg been a grown man since he stepped in high school.
Hey, we ain't learned one thing about this season. Let Coach Blicker recruit whoever he want to recruit. They ain't gonna win.
I'm gonna go with Carroll Day too.
I want to pick Santa Fe so bad.
Go ahead, man.
But
I want to, but Carroll Day beat Lakeland Christian earlier this year. They beat Tampa Prep. Who is this against? They don't beat some pretty good teams. Central Catholic beat Brandon. I don't know. It could go either way, but I'm gonna pick Carroll Day.
Hey, I got a couple people I ain't gonna call their names out. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to let them know I like lemon pepper wings.
I'm gonna go with Santa Fe at home on that one. I don't know why.
I think Polk was one of them. But I'm gonna remind y'all I like lemon pepper wings. You and the other guy.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Calvary Christian.
Oh, I didn't say nothing about no Calvary Christian. That was the other guy saying that they'll knock off Calvary Christian. I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. I thought you agreed with me.
Another rivalry game. Winter Haven at Auburndale.
Auburndale.
Yeah, I like what Auburndale at home too.
I can't believe Auburndale off this Lakeland Christian, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, you know how funny that was, but that text message came out so fast. I don't think the game was over with.
About the loss? Yeah, I didn't see it until later. I can't
believe Auburndale lost two guys, man. I think Auburndale beat them by 20. I can't believe Auburndale lost two guys.
And last game, McKeel. It just got added. McKeel at Sebring.
I'm gonna ride with McKeel. I'm gonna ride the wave right now.
I'm gonna ride it too. I'm riding the wave. What's the kid name that been playing good that we had to play the week?
Cooper Ellis.
Yeah, I'm
that
ride.
That kid tough though. That kid tough.
Tough. I told you he was tough.
That's right. They did play 4 games. I got to give Coach E some love for doing that.
Yeah,
bro. That's fine, but bro, it ain't no excuse. You know what I'm saying? You got control over that. You know what I'm saying? Fatigue, then whatever. You got to make an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be an excuse in the state championship game.
To make an adjustment though, without Turner, they're not strong enough offensively. We watched the Bartow game. And honestly, outside of Diego, offensively, them guys are not good. Those other players are not offensive players. They just play hard. They just run through a brick wall for E. And that just goes to show the coaching that he's done with those kids. But offensively, they didn't look good.
Again, like
Bartow looked bad on defense.
You find out most about your teams when you meet adversity. You know what I'm saying? So not only do the kids got to find a way to fight through that? You know what I'm saying? He got to fight through that. And he's got to have his assistant coaches help him make adjustments. You know what I'm saying? If I'm fatigued, maybe something I change with my strategy in order to win. Or maybe I sub a little more to get some fresh legs. You know, that's why you got them kids on the bench. At some point, you're going to have to trust them if you just running your starting 5 to death. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not giving out no excuses, and I know E is not going to take no excuses like, oh, we played 4 games in 5 days. You got control over that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to play 4 in 5 days. You chose to. You know what I'm saying? Top teams is going to meet that adversity and find a way to overcome, period.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear excuses. You know what I'm saying? Because I can say the same thing when I had my 12 team. I messed around and scheduled Bartow the night before. We played them on TV. We drive all the way down to Miami to play, a top 10 team in the state, and we end up losing. I'm not giving no excuse that we went down there and lost. They outplayed us. Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get you. I
On
ain't mad
Friday,
at
I like Sebring. I like Sebring and that McKeel Sebring. And it's tough to hold on now. We might have to add a game. I just got a text, a breaking news text.
Hold on. Before you announce it, if they ain't 500, we don't want to talk about it.
They 500.
Because it ain't a 500 team. We ain't talking about no 6 and 11 team versus the 2 and 8.
No, it's they both 500. I just
a top 10 team in the state.
It says, I just got a text from a Kathleen guy says, I think we play Auburndale Friday.
They ain't play yet?
Remember they didn't play the game. Remember they had to reschedule it like right before the break. They was one of them games that they were supposed to play that week. They were supposed to play Bartow and
you see what Sessom did? He put on the group, hey, we playing such and such on Friday. Them whispers. It ain't
the guy that gave it to me, he not a Facebook guy. So it's Auburndale and Kathleen.
BH sent that to you?
Huh?
BH sent that to you?
BH?
Yeah, BH.
Yeah.
That who sent that to you?
Yeah. So he don't want to be out. But Auburndale, so y'all want to pick that one? Auburndale, Kathleen? Let's say they're gonna play?
Auburndale.
You want to put y'all add that one
too if they play?
Hey, listen.
We can add it.
All right. So that's the games for the week. Winter Haven at Auburndale is not this week. I thought it was the 29th. That's what the schedule said. It got changed. All right. Well, Auburndale and Winter Haven ain't this week. Then I guess we got to take that one off, man.
My thing is, if it's not this week, I was looking at putting it this week. I'll be reluctant to play after this week because you hit COVID in them 2 weeks, and then you mess around and take that into the district, being on the quarantine, you can kiss the playoffs goodbye.
And it's what and Lake Gilson added Lakeland, I think, this weekend too on Saturday. I know they're not 500, so I know y'all don't want to talk about them. I'm looking real quick at Auburndale's schedule. On here it says Friday. Yeah, it say Friday, Kathleen. It don't say Winter Haven. Say they play Winter Haven next Thursday on the 4th. Okay, so we'll take that off. So they play Kathleen at home on Friday.
This Friday
they play this Friday Kathleen play Auburndale, and then next week they play Winter Haven. Thank you. They play on the 4th against Winter Haven. So I guess they're not taking that advice, coach. All right, so we updating that now. So we're taking Auburndale and Winter Haven off and adding Kathleen and Auburndale. All right. Okay. All right. So got it. Thank you, Ms. Tully and Coach Turner. Appreciate you. Want to make sure we get it right. So I see in the chat box, a couple of people got some stuff to say about Auburndale. So real quick before we finish up, I got this and then one last thing. Everybody, all things being equal, everybody got their kids injury-free, COVID-free. Do we get, and this was one of the bold predictions at the beginning of the year, we had 2 teams to make it to the Civic Center last year. So the over-under, I said, do we get
who were the
2?
Oh,
Sebring and Bartow. So do we get, what's the over-under? Do we get more than 2 this year? Do we get less than 2 this year? With everybody, with all their kids, everybody healthy, no COVID, you playing your games, y'all still don't think we get more than 2 in the Civic Center this year?
No. We'll be happy if we get 1 in the Civic Center. And that's my honest opinion.
I'm glad you said it because I ain't want to get jumped on by always knocking it. But if it's 2 that I think got that, 10.
We have potential. We have potential, but I don't see it.
So the only potential we got, we can potentially match it with Auburndale and Bartow, but not be more is what you're saying.
I don't see nobody else. I don't see anybody else making it. And I definitely don't see Santa Fe beating Calvary Christian with that record. I don't care who they played.
I mean, you still got St. Andrews in that region too. So
they can't them.
But my thing is, the star's gonna have to align, Coach and PG. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna all be on how they're seated and who they play to get there. It's not like last year where they're going on strength of schedule and things like that.
Terribly ranked in the state.
Mm-hmm.
You posted that, bro. You ain't supposed to post that.
What happened?
You see how terrible we ranked in the state?
Oh, you talking about when I posted the thing from the? Hey, we posted like we did last year. We don't. I ain't
trash, man.
We gotta post it. We gotta have the same energy. We can't post it only when.
You supposed to hide that, bro. We trash in the state.
Hey, man, that's in the county. We got post want to know what's going on, so we let you know. They hadn't done the region rankings yet. They just did overall. So
if somebody make a comment about our rankings, we're gonna pull up their state rankings and gonna shut them up because only 2 teams are ranked in the top 10. Correct? That was Auburndale and Bartow. Everybody else was 28 to 60 and 75.
Yeah, it was a little drop after them 2.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, can Ridge make a run? Ridge in a tough region, really
tough region.
Ridge ain't making no run. We already said they weren't making no run.
Okay. All right. Last thing, because we came on, early with the matinee cause of the games. Before we get off, who y'all like?
Green Bay and the Chiefs. Green Bay and the Chiefs.
Green Bay and the Chiefs.
Scared of the Chiefs. I'm scared of the Chiefs game.
I think that Chiefs game can go either way, but being at home, Chiefs got the advantage. So I'm gonna take the Chiefs and the Bucks.
I saw this morning. I saw a little while before we jumped on that it's like a blizzard up in Green Bay right now. I see that Vita is gonna play for the Bucks, so that's gonna help them out with that defense for stopping the run. But I just think it's gonna be tough. It wouldn't surprise me, but I think it's gonna be tough for the Bucks to kind of guard everything that Green Bay does. And then, like you said, on the other side, I like, since Mahomes playing, that even if he don't have a great game, I think he'll have a good enough game. So I like, and then they both home. So I like both home teams. I like Green Bay.
You know what I looked at, and maybe it's just football talk. It's the same thing we were talking about for our kids playing like Billy D. You made it your first year in 12. Which you won it in 13 or you won it in 12?
Won it in 12. We win in 11, lost in the championship game.
So you went in 11, right? And you basically brought almost everybody back, correct? You lost in 11. So your kids were just hungry for that one coming back. And that's what I know the NFL different, but I don't think everybody looked at like in the four of the last 5 years or whatever. Green Bay has been there 2 times. They lost to Atlanta and they lost last year. And both of them was on the road. So they got the opportunity to play home. They've been knocking on the door a couple times in the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And that, to me, a lot of those players they got was on the team those years. So I'm looking at it like that. They're at home. It's super cold. They got one of the best quarterbacks in the league, MVP. They got a chance.
I'm with you, Tuma. You know what I'm saying? And both teams have enough weapons to beat each other. I think Antonio Brown is out for the Bucks.
I don't think
I saw earlier.
Yeah, he is.
But I'm just saying, you just lose a weapon. But I'm just not gonna go against my team. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ride or die. I'm a ride or die with the Bucks.
Cause they let know what the team.
But the Bills can go in and beat Kansas City. If Josh Allen play at a high level, that can be an interesting game.
Hey, I totally, because Kansas City has not been playing good football. Cleveland Browns should have beat them. They've been winning, but they haven't been. I think they peaked early. They were playing so good early that it just ain't. And they blew out Buffalo early. So who knows, man? That's a tough.
And then that's the thing. They blew out Buffalo earlier this year, and the Bucks blew out the Packers earlier this year. So does that matter at all? Either one of them games today.
Because the Bucks put some sausage in the Packers, boy. I ain't never seen Aaron Rodgers the whole second half hiking the ball under the center. Like he was scared.
But the Bucks defense was the same against the Packers as they were last week. We was able to cause turnovers early, put the offense in great field position in order to score. And that's how we won the Green Bay game. And that's what's going to have to happen this week. If we're not able to cause turnovers on defense, I don't think we can win.
Oh, Audrey, you like the Bucks too, huh? Oh, Lord.
Yeah, she a Buck. It's a Buck life. It's a Buck life, man.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, but we respect the Bucks, man. That's why we jumped on here early, so we could, everybody get a chance to go do their thing. Like I say, everybody going to get ready for both games today. That's what we about to jump off here and do. So, want to get everybody to take on it though, man. But hey, we finishing up, Coach. I don't know if you got anything else that's on your mind before we sign off. Give everybody plenty of time to get situated for the game. PJ, I don't know if you got anything else.
Again, I just want to say that Polk Hoops, we celebrate everybody. So girls and boys teams, y'all coaches, if y'all listening to us, please send in your scores. Everybody want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we do a better job than the Ledger about getting scores out. And people are interested in whether their team win or lose. You know what I'm saying? So if you can, please send us your scores so we can celebrate all the teams in Polk County, girls or boys.
And they're interested in how the kids doing. So if you send the kids, if you send, now this is the thing, just so you all are aware, when we post stats, if we post that a kid had X amount of points, X amount of rebounds or assists, we're going to do that for each kid that we post. We're not going to say one kid had 14 points, one kid had 12 points, and another kid had 12, and 12. It's going to be balanced out. So when you send the stats, if you send them equal, that's how we're going to post them. If you send them unequal, we're going to post it where it's equal because we're never going to do it unequal to the kids. So, but like I said, we can only post what y'all send. And like Coach said, boys or girls, we've never had an issue with posting girl stuff. Girls just don't send us their stuff. And so if you send us stuff, we'll do it like we've always done, which is the whole reason why we put this, we do this right now anyway. Okay. PG, you got anything else?
Yeah, I just want everybody to know that I'm gonna definitely be consistent. The day I was hard on Bartow, I got hard on Walt and Santa Fe and Lakeland Christian. I'm gonna be consistent. Now I ain't gonna just get off on one team and think that I'm just picking on one. Like I'm gonna be on all teams. If you ain't producing, my job is to let you know, tighten up. It ain't no. I want us all. I want to see 4 teams in the White House. I want to see us how we was last year, making improvements. I don't want to make the excuse about COVID, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be consistent. You gonna like it?
Got to be realistic. We got to keep it. We got to keep it real, which is, I think that's why we have. We have. Like they know we're gonna be authentic with them. We're not gonna just tell you what you want to hear, and that's not gonna always be popular. But it's gonna always be. We're not gonna downrate nobody. We're gonna keep it G with you. And all 3 of us bring different things to the table, which is why it worked. Y'all see on here that we ain't on here just no yes men. If we don't agree with something, we talk about it off there and on there. So we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Good luck to whoever your team is here in a couple minutes, and all the teams on the court. Hopefully everybody get a chance to play this week. I know that some teams coming off COVID that was on quarantine. Hopefully everybody get to play. And I see some people asking about shirts, so we'll have to see what we can do about putting it out there.
Man, let's talk about shirts one quick second before we jump off it.
Yes, sir.
Now, I sure appreciate the shirt too, but you gave me a red one too. I think you did that on purpose, bro.
It's red and black, bro.
Come on, man.
Hey, man.
Come on, bro. You killing me.
So the next run, have you ordered red one? That's the question. Have you ordered red one?
I got some purple Jordan.
No, I haven't worn that red shirt.
You want me to wear my purple Jordan shirt and my Kobe purple shirt next time, bro?
Hey, when I was with the Polk County Titans coach, our colors was purple and gray. I had to wear purple 2 nights a week for practice and every Saturday. It was, but I got through it though, coach. I got through it.
I guess I'll wear it for the show, but you ain't going to see me in public with that on.
But yeah, we'll put something out on the page about the shirts, man. If if it's enough, we just never thought it would be interest in it, so that's why we never really, even put it out there. And that's not what we kind of, So we'll throw it out there and see what happens. But yeah, man. Hopefully all the kids y'all get to play this week, man. Hopefully nobody gets in quarantine. The people coming off. Hopefully we continue to be safe. And like I say, good luck to whoever your team is, and we'll do it again next week. Next week I guess we can be regular time because it'll be a week off. And if the Bucks win, well, regardless, we'll go next week, and I'm assuming the following week we'll be off because it'll be the Super Bowl. So
we definitely got to be off the following week. I got.
Then the week after that will be Valentine's Day. So after next week, we'll have to either do it during the week. Won't be able to do it on Sunday because stuff going on, and want to be respectful for everybody's life outside of Polk Hoops. All right. So
you coming to Tampa Super Bowl weekend? Come party with me.
Appreciate y'all. Polk for life. Getting it in and making sure things happen for you. So thank y'all, everybody, for rocking with us, man. Y'all be safe. And Coach and PG, appreciate y'all as always, man. Till next time, Polk Hoops out.
Hey, we at the Wing House, man. Peace.
Yes, sir.